Memo obi bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Now there is an NPP MP recently ohe ne positions ne nyama oyobia as much as possible no for him no issues about the economy. He tries as much as possible to say the truth. Okay. Na ono so wa ben ewo economy emu eye. Ye friend no Kweku Kwatin. Na say oye Obuasefo, one of Obuase MPs, Obuase West. Na Kweku Kwatin ababonte nsema ababetuja. Ose no kwani nyamye Ghana ye economy no. It is being run like a ponzi scheme. Netie for ye ka ponzi scheme me sure say ye ni na yeti ase. Ye ka ponzi scheme chese ase adie bia ase ye be dada odi sika bi ba ye be dada say o de 1 cedi ba obenya 2 cedis nti bia obi de beba obenya obi fufuro nso de beba obenya nti ebe ye mo say o ade no eye papa nti fa sika ni na ye den ekokoshem nti one day bia odi sika ni na ebe kwa kwashem because we the kind 1 cedi aba ema wenya 2 cedis nti ebe ye say o ton wo japade ni na odi sika be shemu a ebia 1 million Ghana cedis na odeba ebia obenya 2 million Ghana cedis. Time obeto mbibia ode 1 million Ghana cedis beba be shame no. Na ye do sika ne dwane. And friend the ponzi scheme. In order for people to understand what ponzi scheme is no. Say na metumi atras here. It was say Ghana economy no. Say na sisi aye run no. And this is coming from an NPP MP. Now, NPP MP, this is not the first time Awaka BBC. This is not the first time Awaka say here the way the country runs the economy. Now, he was one of the people Embra Kenofoyata ye no free hono. He was one of the people anka na kwa mopesa wa moma no eba bedane finance minister, but he rejected. Muni amobeka ya otro letter eko koma aban rejected position no say ompe. Party as here. And so people are saying say hey, why pan the money position be see ya obeka so ompe. Yes, he rejected the position oka se ompe because on ti as say obi aba betina ho ya mana say economy na wie last minute ye de be hye nzem zo no mra mbeje osi onye wanye. And based on some of the comments na wa pass ewo parliament inti na enye ni MPP fo ne de inti na committee a wote so say MPP finance committee a wote so no omo ba be yi ni free ho ebe ka se wo mo be man position foforo MPP for ebe ye ne say to say de wo mo amano some promotion be afenyo mark mo be kan to say de wo man promotion be, but in actual sense no, he was demoted. And a lot of people were saying say it was because no wakaseti na ban send your morani economy no. So today in an exclusive interview he is saying that Ghana's economy is being run like a ponzi scheme. Yankenkan na yente na semwase. Now, Kweku Kwatin, member of parliament for Obuase West and spokesperson on the economic committee, has attributed Ghana's economic crisis to decades of bad politics and economic mismanagement by past and present governments. And he was, I think, the chairman of a financial committee, and then no a spokesperson. He has been demoted. At say, but no dear, asema work no. Osi won yina ban enfrim economy no. From decades of bad politics and then mismanagement. Some of the past governments and the present governments no and no and am economy na say sir. Also in an opinion piece, Mr. Kwatin said Ghana's economy is being run like a Ponzi scheme. Also the economic problems Ghana is facing today at both the national level and in households are also the cumulative effect of many decades spanning different governments of the bad politics and economic mismanagement that have characterized the governance of our country. Since independence, we have survived by constantly overspending our means and borrowing to finance the overspending, and many of these expenditures are just bad prioritization. Also, we always offer high interest to lenders, borrow more, use a part to repay previous debt, and the rest to pay for the current year's overspending. So we have been running our country's economy like a Ponzi scheme. And I want you to understand what he's saying. And in reality, the work it is true. I say Ghana, send ya ye say, Embrofufo no ya call mo wa. Ni akwa akọbọ bosia na bosia na ye bọ no. Eya na ye katrom so ye betia nsi hu bebre. Nti ya na embrofufo ne pe. So mbebo ye bosia. Nti se obeka ya kenofo ya tamukọ ya wo mokọkọbọ bosia ewie ba. Omo ba beto party. Because bosia ye call say ye kwa akọbọ no. Omo man sika ne mane broso. Sebe hwan na wo bebo ne ho bosia. Wo ka tre ne say metia wensi hu bebre a wonye. Obeye Obef choose eje obi. To say Ghana sa na ye. Na ye ko bobusia ne ebe wi a na ya overspend it. Na bosia na bia ya bono. Titidi a ya bono nso no. Ine de etia ho ka because ye mfa ne say this year ya bobusia. Ye bobusia say next year ye be spend sika no. Edru sa next year na. Busia bia ya bode daada no. Edru sa next year no nso say wo say ye tia bi. Obum say bosia na ya kwa akobo no. Ni e de bi etia. Sa abosia ye kobo de dada no na afi de aka ne nso no ya overspend it ye dia mana broso na afi e wo se sanso kobo bosia biom the following year ni asanso akwa akobo ye kobo biom a ebia de ye boy the previous year no eno nso ne de no ebia so se wo se ye tiaka ni ye de sa abosia na ye boy no ni ye de no nso etia nti o se sa na Ghana economy no ya run no. And it is true. If you understand what is going on in this country, it is true. Overspending. We don't spend within our means. And every single person knows this. All the politicians, they know it. And now what if you your papa who fie? And now your mommy who fie? Na open a wo hair on baso. Maybe I will make it 1,000 cedis every single month. But our family expenses no more spend ya 10,000 cedis. How are you going to survive? Obviously, you can't. Inti debia obeba bosia ena odi hwefie. Debia so unti mo expenditure so. Na debia mo bosia debia mo yewe. What you say? And so see, we always offer high interest to lenders, borrow more, use part to repay previous debt, and the rest to pay for the current year's overspending. So we have been running our country's economy like a Ponzi scheme. The economy is struggling today because lenders are now refusing to lend to us. It is just like a Ponzi scheme going into crisis once people stop depositing their monies with them. He urged the New Patriotic Party to provide visionary leadership to rescue the country from its economic woes if they hope to break the 8-year cycle. Into Onwa MPP or Sanso to the MPP 44. And you see, indirectly, no, it is a message to Baumia because Baumia is the head of the economic management team. Into someone what can I say? Sebe Baumia, who a visionary leader bia. Yana Ghana phone and then they bet to me we break it no. And you think about Baumia ka yentuman and so be we yentuman. Indirectly, that's what he's saying. Because he is part of the NPP. And the story is saying that he is urging the NPP to provide a visionary leadership. And then they bet to me we break it no. So Okasa, what does he mean? Because now it is Baumia who has taken over. And so Okasa, what does it mean? It means that he is talking to Baumia and indirectly telling Baumia, say, "Oh, bibi ya yeni yenhe." And ya fiansa woka atre Ghana for me dem ye mates muntuma me ansa maye dabi. That's what he's saying. Oka atre Baumia say, "Oh, bibi ya wanye." Na Ghana for hu, and then they bet me ama na break it no. Na nke ende send your worker so obe cancel 11 na waye. Send your worker so be say na waye. Send your worker so be say na waye. Na Ghana for hu so okay. We there. And now fiance ye beto ama ansa wa ba beye. According to him, the NPP must acknowledge past and present failures of the political class, breaking away from the norm of labeling all politicians as corrupt. The Obuasi West MP called on the NPP to implement comprehensive and far-reaching reforms to address decades of poor governance and economic mismanagement. Into what here, NPP MP advising the NPP. Na AMS3, AM11 so say 8 years NPP for aka just 4 months we can NDA into basically aka 4 months na 8 years yi omo edi ewie enti no efutu we die atiase o say to break the AIDS therefore we must first break that norm by doing the following: acknowledge the past and present failures of the political class to provide the kind of quality leadership required to avert the mess in which we find our country today. Adopt deep and far-reaching reforms to address the decades of bad politics and economic mismanagement. We must convince voters that we shall be ruthless in our determination to fix this country, that we shall stay the course no matter the challenges, and that there shall be no sacred cows. He is convinced that breaking the AIDS cycle will follow organically if the NPP sets a good example by acknowledging the country's challenges, taking responsibility for its mistake, and implementing meaningful change. And you see, they be a betina hana mekasa. Me say akwa and saying the NPP no, they are just insulting the intelligence of Ghanaians. They be a betina asemo amekano no, but utie asemo a omo MP worker. Was say NPP for edikan. Emma Ghana for tia say womo mistakes a womo aye. NPP for mbra bonten so mo person mo breaki 8 no dia. Omo mbra bonten mema Ghana for tia say yesremo die ye bone eni. Die ye bone eni. We die yanye ni ye, we die yanye ni ye, mo mfa nche yen. O say that's the first thing I was say NPP for aye. I understand why they demoted him. Because advice we are warming. It is a good advice for the NPP. But the current crop of leaders in the NPP, Mama Watiase said, one of the most difficult people to deal with, Eyobia Nitiewu Nansuoye Tuno, and Grofobisano. Hey, Unio Mudilia, Edin rough. And the current crop of leaders or more NPP no sano mote. Omakwa yesa. As a wobian wabong Nansuoye Tuno, o trend crano se dabi. Wa wunim ye trewon so a uye tuno wo ho NPP ende sana mote. Na ye me de say your very own is today telling you the truth. Eye me de pan. Eye me de your very own is today telling you the truth. So mo betia mo amo ho. Mo ntie so a mo amo asem, mo amo genjilenje. Etie for mo ntre mo your comment box dem me da ase.